And I think we're live. I'm gonna check in a second. It should show. I might have actually mispressed the button. No, we're live. Ha! I got it.
Cool. Hey everyone, I'm just gonna assume now that we're live, and otherwise I will look really stupid. But that doesn't matter because you won't be able to hear me anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rules Fun. We play Pathfinder. Like that's it. That's all you need to know. We have our adventuring crew here, who is about to go and kill a vampire. Because
Hopefully.
got nothing better to do, and someone is paying you for that. You assume.
There better be someone.
Actually, someone gave you the mission. There was like no one ever said anything about payment, so you might just be doing this just out of the goodness of your heart.
I'm bored.
But probably not.
She'll owe us a favor then.
I mean, to be honest, even if you wouldn't get paid, you probably would have done this anyway.
We were kind of planning to already.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a big positive that you will probably also get paid.
Probably, maybe.
Probably, yes.
Sometime.
But we'll just see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe you get a couple of gold pieces, which is enough to like live for the next few years, because Pathfinder economy is weird.
This all coming from the person who gets to decide whether we get paid or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, that way, over there.
I'm the GM. I'm everywhere, so
It's fair enough.
That's why you're clearly above us.
Anyway, let's actually go and get started. So you can all go and introduce yourself, as always. And what's a stupid question? Yeah. In the entirely hypothetical case that you would somehow in the course of your career transform into a monster, what monster would you want to transform into? And I'm gonna add an additional rule and say no shape changers. You're not gonna get off easy and say like, I'm gonna become a shape changer and just change into me. Then it's fine.
Fair enough.
All right, that's a difficult one. I always go first. I'm Merel. I'm playing Alice, or Alice Cypherful, resident stabby bookworm. And I know of a lot of monsters and things, and they're all pretty fascinating. I have a kind of a cheap answer, but that's the most interesting monster to transform in would be Dreidan. But
how rude.
I mean, I'm also counting Orient, Nyx, and Elise herself, so,
We're not monsters.
Yeah, you are. You're humanoid. You're terrible. All humanoids are terrible.
All right. Non-humanoid monsters.
I
thought that was obvious, but apparently not. We didn't even talk about this, and we just went straight for isn't humanity the real monster after all?
Yeah. Philosophy in the beginning again.
Yeah. Yep.
But that is so cool to turn into, because you might finally find out one of her secrets. All right.
I'm sorry,
if Melisandre is not on that list, then it would likely be like an air genie type. What are they called again? Djinns for air?
Yeah, Djinn.
That sounds very interesting.
That sounds very Elise.
Either that or Sphinx.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, either one of those. That would be good for our resident stabby Pokemon.
Hi, I'm Robert. I'm playing Orgelmir, a giant gladiator fighting with either two swords or a trident and a shield or a gun. The gun's probably going to be very handy against the vampire because it's very good against undead. I just thought of something. I'm not sure if it exists probably exists in the universe. Is a chimera a thing
Yeah, absolutely.
Then definitely, because it's like either wants to be a lion or a dragon because it can fly, and like in the middle is like, hey, that's a flying lion, kind of. So yeah,
It also fits nice because you fight with 3 sets of weapons and chimeras have 3 heads.
perfect.
It's good. All right. I'm H.C. Mills. I just published my second book. It's not here yet. It's only digital. Thank you. Called Unusual Enemies. Second part of the Whispering Crystal series. And I play Nyx, who's a shapeshifter indeed. And I'm thinking probably a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh,
I think it has an actual name, something a little. There is actually a name for it, as Smilodon. I think it's what it's called in Pathfinder.
that's not a kitten of fury. Definitely not.
Yeah, I was considering the sea cat, but I think Nyx would turn into a Smilodon and eat the sea cat. So that makes more sense because that's the cat-fish hybrid, which he wants to eat.
Fair enough.
So yeah, probably that.
Right.
So how far off are you from transforming into a saber-tooth tiger?
We'll get there.
I don't think you're like one. I think you're actually just like one talent away. You just need to be able to be bigger, and then you're there.
Size change. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
get that one. I could
And
basically
then grow your fangs a bit. So it's like,
Yeah, I think So
For the audience who's not up to speed, we're playing using Spheres Edition. And we're level 5 right now. So things escalate quickly.
That's the way we
somehow
like
it.
still
Next level.
less
Going
quickly
into a
than. Still, they somehow escalate less quickly than normal spells. Anyway, you, if I remember correctly, where exactly did we end last time? Did we end when? I know you were about to take a long rest, but I didn't know if you already took it or not.
We just left the shop of the shaman.
Yeah.
We
So-
never asked her name. Their name?
we didn't.
Is it a he or a she?
It was
She.
It was a she.
All right.
The thing is, it was probably a she because
Oh
The
yeah,
village elder
she's
said
being
she.
referred to as
Woman.
as a wise woman.
Mhm.
However, like after now entering, she was more mad than person, so it's still
Yeah.
kind of up to debate.
So I guess we're in the long rest / planning session.
Yeah, I mean, where are you going to long rest?
That's a good question.
Oh.
Is there an inn here?
There is kind of an inn. It's a very small one, and it's usually it's kind of it's a multi-purpose building. It is basically part bar, and they have a couple of rooms in the back in case the town ever gets visitors, which is something that happens like once a century or so. And it turns out it is that time of the century again.
This time of the century where a group of adventurers comes and pumps in a butt ton of money into this tiny town.
I guess we go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're definitely not attacking the castle at night. That sounds
No.
like a
We're also
terrible
waiting
idea.
till the wise woman made something for us.
Right,
I think.
right. You were still making something.
So probably attack in the morning or maybe in
What
the
are you
evening.
making for us again? Because
We
already
just
have
give her
the-
money and say this is kind of what we want to do.
Right,
we
she
want
was-
to make
oh,
sure.
She was making something
Yeah.
to help subdue the mind control
Servants.
peasants.
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
The peasants.
Those we don't want to kill.
Sorry. Yeah, that was the idea. Yeah. All right. So the inn.
Yeah.
The inn-ish. What's it called?
Is it like
If
the
it's
bartender
Irish,
also?
that would be brilliant.
It doesn't have a name. It's not
called the
it's
Irish
not an
Inn.
inn where people go. It's known as the bar or the
Right.
inn.
Is the bartender also like the innkeeper, just all in one together?
The inn
Yeah,
bar.
yeah. It's like the proprietor of the entire building, and probably also kind of the cleaner. It's just
Probably also the cook.
Probably also the cook. Yeah, it's just the person in charge in this building.
All right. And
Then
we'll go to the bar.
Let's walk up to the bar. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The bartender / innkeeper is cleaning
Slash
mugs
cook,
behind the
cleaner,
counter. The person in charge is cleaning mugs behind the counter.
Yeah.
As all good bartenders do.
As all bartenders always do.
In your glass.
And sees you enter. Ah, visitors. Welcome.
Thank you.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, actually. A room with 3 beds, preferably one a little larger than the other, and 6 shots of whiskey.
All right. Would you want dinner and breakfast with the room or the shots of whiskey?
With the room, preferably, yes.
All right. So for
Yeah,
3
just no
people,
more
I
wait.
assume.
For
Yes,
the
please.
shots of whiskey. Got it.
Just give me one moment, because this was a question that I did not expect. So give me a moment to look up how much whiskey costs in Pathfinder.
Does the barkeep actually know? That's also a good question.
I'm assuming.
And the barkeep knows.
He's a bar.
Um,
I think it's he.
yeah, probably.
It's rude to assume.
All right. That will be. Total of 21 silver pieces.
Get it from.
I'll pay that.
All right.
We have party funds, but sure.
Yeah. Which I'm holding. So that's what I was about to say.
Or he's already paying.
Yeah.
Thank you. He takes the coin. Would you want all the 6 shots of whiskey right now, or spread out over the evening?
Oh no, right now is good. Maybe we'll save some more later.
All right. He very skillfully picks up 3 cups and spreads them out and takes a whiskey bottle and pours the exact same amount in each of them. He's clearly done this many times before, and he shoves it towards you.
I put one in front of Alice and one in front of Nyx and start downing the other 4.
Enjoy.
I knew that was going to happen.
Sure. Yeah, Nick's will. So.
At least you sort of sips.
The innkeeper shakes his head but doesn't say anything about it.
We should probably find a table.
Is it already breakfast time, lunchtime, dinner time?
It's getting close to dinner time, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It was late, very late afternoon when we entered the shaman's place.
Yeah.
Oh, then definitely dinner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, grab a seat, grab a journal, start writing.
Is there anyone else in the bar inn who's... Okay, I'm specifically wondering if someone's paying extra close attention to us.
Make me a perception check.
That's double check. I rolled a 13 and my perception is 6, so 19.
I forgot to pick dice. That's a really stupid thing of me to do. 19, you said?
Yeah.
Given that the inn at the moment is almost empty, the couple of fishermen who sit at one table and 2 hunters who are drinking at another don't seem to really notice you. Sometimes you see one of the hunters glance over, but it doesn't. It's not. It's more like there are strangers in this bar than anything else.
All right. Then just sit at a table.
As Alice is writing stuff about about our visit to the shaman, she just sort of brings up. So we were talking about what I needed to pack in my alchemy kit for tomorrow without looking up. Just continue to write.
Yeah.
You said I need to bring 2 bottles of lightning?
Probably, yeah, because at least our vampire lord is supposed to be weak against it, and we're not sure what the other vampires are weak against. Probably fire, but they could also be like him and be only weak to lightning.
I mean, it seems like logical to close journal. Seems logical to take lightning over atmosphere. I mean, I haven't quite gotten the hang of the extra kick for the alchemist fire. So that's gonna take me a bit longer.
Yeah, I've got fire covered. I can't produce
Exactly.
lightning, so I think you should focus on the lightning.
But
Fair
I
enough.
don't really want to trade off more of these salve tins. Oh god, this one's starting to smell bad.
I've been thinking about it. We've been having some issues in battle, and I think part of it is that neither of us is efficient at healing. Salves are not efficient to use during combat because you have to grab a salve and go to the person and apply the salve, and that's not something you want to do in combat. I have to grab my bow and shoot an arrow at you to heal, which is also not ideal. I've been thinking I probably could. You've seen me practice with my shooting my tongue.
Mhm.
If I think I can probably do that during combat, and I can heal by touching instead of using my bow. But so I could probably like lick you from a distance and
What's your distance on
heal
that?
you that way. Nix is going to demonstrate.
Or he's looking exactly like this, like.
Try and hit a distant wall. I get about 15 feet with my tongue.
I mean, the problem is that when we split up, we usually stay further than that away from each other.
No, I know. It's just an extra option for, and it could be useful when I'm in close combat and somewhat close to you. Obviously, if from a longer distance, I would need to use my bow. I'm just asking because, well, would you be okay with? Yeah, well, I would be licking you. I'm not. I'm not sure if I would be. I'd aim for your back or something, but I might.
Or
yeah, sure.
you do now notice that the 2 hunters are now looking at you and at your at the table that you are on.
It's not in the direction.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I be okay with that?
I figured it'd be better to ask first, just in case.
That's fair. You never know where the tongue will hit you,
Mm.
especially in the heat of
I'll
battle.
try not to hit anything where I can taste you. Really, rather than.
I mean, I'd mostly try avoiding eyes, because if you get hit
Oh,
in
that's a
the
good
eye
one.
with a tongue that just like
Yeah,
That's a good
like
one.
a bad idea as well.
But like, if you could can you hit my full plate armor and still heal me?
I'm sorry, I face palm hard. One of my contact lenses went wrong. He's gone.
hit by a tongue, I think.
Yeah, it's magic works that way. I mean, it's for melee touch attacks. Armor doesn't apply, so you can touch someone on the armor.
Generally, I always think it's a good idea that the two of you stay close together. I mean, flanking and stuff like that. If I'm able to, I'm really wanted that too, because I can help you guys flank. But
anyway,
sometimes splitting up is necessary.
yeah, if there's a big bad somewhere, I'm taking it down.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I figured.
But you can already do that?
Yeah, I can do this. It does take me some effort to get my
tongue out
as flexible as that. So it does take some effort. For game mechanics wise, it takes up a trait of my transformation and also costs a spell point. So. But I think it's worth it.
Possibly. I mean, I am not as useful in offensive combat as you guys are. So I am quite okay with spending spending my mobility to help you guys. I'm okay with that.
But the thing is, I can probably attack and do this
Oh,
because
that could be very handy.
it's a natural attack. So for mechanically wise, I can
That
do
could be very
all of
handy.
my primary natural attacks in a turn.
I'm probably not going to try
I
with my
don't
gun. I don't think
understand
I can heal you
shaking
guys with my gun.
I would really prefer that you don't try to heal us with your gun.
It's not.
You're gonna have to sit me through, like, how your transformation works exactly at some point, because honestly, it's sounding more confusing by the second, and it's very interesting. So, gonna do that at some point. Tonight seems like a terrible idea. Got some work still to do, and we need to plan, probably.
Well, do we sneak in or do we not sneak in?
I think there's basically one thing depending, and that is whether or not we get charmed.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as one of us is charmed,
You dropped away for a second. You said, what did you say?
sorry. I think it's largely dependent on whether or not we can resist being charmed by this spell that drew in Garth.
Okay, but best case scenario, we are all not charmed.
In that case, I'd really be for trying getting us up into that tower directly.
Up
Can you
into
do
the
that?
towers.
I mean, as long as it's less than 130 feet up.
Yeah, but there were 5 towers or something, right?
With no windows or doors. Can you actually teleport in something you can't
Or
see?
windows, right?
I think there were windows.
But maybe the only top ones.
Yeah, if there's windows that are high that you can still smash, it's not a problem. Or, I did bring my glass cutter.
Wait, you can teleport up and then hug the wall and then smash the window?
Or use my glass cutter. Or teleport up there, gem a python in there, foothold. Were there bars in front of some of them? I don't remember. If you mentioned anything about that, you can hook onto that. I've got some crowbar. I've got a crowbar with me.
We'll have to see.
All right, fair enough. So if we are not charmed, we try to sneak in, destroy whatever. Well, we should find the coffin. If we can destroy that.
I think maybe it would simply be easier. It took a matter of days, right, for the vampire to come back, the true-blooded vampire. So maybe
To defeat him and then
easier
find
to
the coffin?
defeat him
It takes a
and then go
moment.
look.
So only if we encounter major problems after killing him, we'd be in serious trouble.
All right. Say if one of us is charmed, or all of us are charmed.
One of us is charmed, we can fix that. If
And-
all of us are charmed, we're in trouble.
But do we want to fix it? That's mostly it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh,
Well, say one of us is charmed, and just saying it's me because I'm less resilient than you guys in mind, matter, magic kind of shit.
Probably not.
I'm not?
No, not great.
Well, fair enough. But still, if they are preoccupied with one person walking in, they won't notice 2 other people sneaking in our way.
but the
That's true,
charmed
but
person among us would know. I'm not sure how charmed.
and might give everything away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure then. I mean, how the fisherman spoke, it didn't seem like he was out of his mind. He just was compelled to follow.
It could be the worst like that. Yeah.
I think that's something that we encounter on the point.
I'm just saying, I'm not the best sneaker, so if I get turns and you guys can sneak in around, that might work.
What I'm mostly worried about is the fact that he was charmed while way in the distance, lost in the woods, compelled to move towards the castle, which makes me think that the vampire sensed him moving through the woods already.
Oh, that could be. That could be. I just presumed it's just like an area effect, and you come in somewhere and it starts.
We don't know the extent of the abilities. We don't know if we might be able to fight it off after some time or trying. We may have to try and force feed a potion, but yeah, I just don't. We can't tell right now. Some things we'll have to see.
I think we basically have two realistic options. One, if none of us get charmed, it will be trying to sneak in. If one of us gets charmed, one or more of us gets charmed, go in and roll with the punches.
Maybe.
Especially
We've
if
been able to talk our way out of other scraps. We can keep him talking for long enough, find an opening. Might be good. Have a bathroom excuse disappear on the way in there. I mean,
okay.
I can take someone and teleport once we're in, even.
Mm-hmm. If we find an opening and there's like we can make sure the servants don't attack us. There will be 3 vampires and the vampire lord, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it 3? Yeah, there was. I think it was 3.
There is.
There were 5 towers.
3 predators, people which are vampires, 6 more guard-like individuals, and the vampire lord. The 3 non-vampires, 6 guards, the vampire lord, and then all the servants. So.
Then we are.
About the dire wolves, possibly.
Alright, how long can you keep your invisibility up?
That is actually a good question. I mean, I have to concentrate on it mostly. I think. Let me double check. Let's Robert double check. Yeah, duration of concentration. At any time I may spend a spell point to have the effect last for 1 minute per caster level.
Alright. Which means that you could. It might be an idea to have you enter invisible.
Invisible, silent, and odorless.
Yeah. If we. Odorless might be very important in this case, actually.
Ah.
But if any of us get charmed, likely when, that we make sure you down a potion and have you invisible. Even inside, I can show, hey, I can teleport, which makes it not unusual if I teleport and take you with me. Drop you off, teleport back. Which would give you free roam.
Interesting.
Possibly. I need line of sight on where I'm going.
Fair enough.
All right.
I could be invisible and roam the castle or get a close attack in. It's mostly that we're outnumbered in any case. Even if it's the best case scenario of only those 3 vampires and the vampire lord, it's 4 against 3.
If we manage to get one of the vampires alone or something, we just jump him and attack, I think. We shouldn't wait for them to gather.
Yeah. I think that if we go with front-in greeting, it's going to be a task of trying to get them separated.
Mm-hmm.
Get them apart. Play along until
try.
one of them.
We can't predict if they're going to know we're coming or not, but we'll have to consider the possibility that they will know we're coming.
There's so many variables here.
Yeah. We're just going to have to wing it, maybe.
Welcome to my job.
You know, I like the battlefield more. It's chaotic too, but it's like you have 2 sides, and if you hit more than you income, then you take, then you'll win the battle.
Usually.
In any case, first thing tomorrow, after we pick up stuff from... What was her name again? We never got her name, did we?
The wise woman?
Yeah.
I didn't get her name.
I'm sure she had a name.
Probably.
Has a name.
After we pick up supplies from her, I suggest we head out early and try and get a look at the castle.
And see if we get charmed or not.
Yeah. Mostly get a visual first, and sunrise will probably be the latest time of day for vampires. They might be less alert.
And I guess if you're not charmed, then make a plan and go with whatever happens at that point.
Exactly.
Escaping outside could also be a very important part of any retreat.
If we're lucky, it's only the vampire lord outside.
Exactly.
That could be good.
And
Definitely.
maybe some mindless servants. We'll have to see.
If we have something of the wise woman that could stop them for even a minute, that could maybe prove enough.
Do we have?
I'm mostly hoping that if we
kind of stuff that might work.
I'm mostly hoping if we defeat that vampire lords, then the mind control will also stop.
Yeah. I mean, all indications point towards it stopping when he is dead.
Yeah.
Sun rods, those were only give light, right? They don't actually.
Not like a big beam of light. This is a big beam of light, and I hold my gun out.
That would work, probably.
Yeah, but I also got the sword to do that, so you know.
Is your sword silvered?
It's obsidian.
Oh, right, that's a good point. Okay, for that guy, at least the obsidian sword will probably.
I mean, I'm very used to.
It might not be the most effective.
This is going to be interesting. I'm mostly used to striking my longsword twice and the short sword once, but I might switch it around.
Exciting.
That could be interesting. Oh, it's like the
sword. Yeah.
It's like the story where your right hand gets injured in battle, so you have to only use your left hand, and you still prevail. That was a good fight.
Steal my right hand. I don't understand, but okay.
You don't heal in the arena. Yeah, of course they do, but not as the fighters.
I don't understand why you would not why your other hand would be. Maybe.
It's a story. It's the people are watching and rooting for you, and they see you being the underdog, and then letting you win. It gives them a kick.
Let's not bring that into the fight with the vampires, please. Yeah. So just don't, just kill them.
That could be good.
All right, dinner, to bed. Make sure the alcohol doesn't stay too long, but that's gonna be fine.
What alcohol? Oh yeah, we had whiskey.
As I was saying, that doesn't matter that much. Get some dinner, and we should go to bed.
Benefits of
tomorrow we are going to storm the castle.
Ha!
I've always wanted to storm a castle.
Now who's being overly dramatic?
I really haven't ever wanted to storm a castle. It is what we're going to do, quite literally. But I always thought it would be quite boring. It's much more
interesting. We're not storming it. We're just walking up.
Semantics. Let's get some rest first.
Oh, I don't want to say drink. All right, fine, rest. It's also fine.
You have dinner and have a night's rest.
Fish? There's fish here, right?
Probably. There's fishermen, so yeah, probably there are fish dishes.
Yeah, there's fish.
Yes.
Right, let's reset.
Nick is ready for battle. All right.
All right.
Resetting all the potions. It's not that many. I've never gone into battle with this much lightning in my pocket.
Lightning in my pocket. There's a song about that somewhere.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Probably.
But let's skip the song, breakfast, and go to the wise woman.
Right. You have breakfast. It's edible.
Really odd to now have more filling dinner than breakfast after weeks of having the other way around.
Yeah. You go to the wise woman's hut. Inside, it is still this kind of strange smell and gloomy atmosphere that it looks the exact same as it did yesterday evening. and you see the same figure appear from somewhere within the shop, who sees you and is immediately, I hadn't expected you to be back this soon. Yes, all right. But that's fine. That's no problem. I gathered some potentially, hopefully, probably useful materials.
That sounds fascinating.
Talk us through.
And she takes out basically like a kind of just a piece of cloth filled with stuff, and like puts it on the counter and opens it, and there is a variety of objects in it. There's 3 times what seems to be kind of just like it's basically a like slightly light blue. It looks kind of like a slightly light blue napkin. And she takes them apart and she takes them to the side and is right. So these are spark racks. You move them over a weapon and it becomes statically charged for a couple of seconds. I have, and she takes 3 potions that look very familiar to you. These are potions of cure light wounds. I've got 3 health potions. They are in exceptionally breakable bottles, so if the need should arise, you can also throw them at something.
Like a person.
And do some harm against some undead.
Does it
Yes,
work
exactly.
for that as well? Yeah. Okay.
These 2 potions, and she takes out two potions that look very different and that don't seem to really settle on like one color or even a texture. You're not even quite sure whether it is one liquid or when there are like multiple liquids in each bottle. Kind of created those by accident. They should improve you in whichever way.
Improve us.
And finally this, and she has a basically kind of a stand for 10 small thin flasks. Easily concealable. These are sleep fumes, and you can see within each of them is a twirling white mist.
Oh.
Put them under someone's nose, and they might fall asleep for a minute.
Oh.
All right.
10 files, she said?
10, yes. Works best on kind of just quite normal people. I've heard that doesn't work usually with beasts or adventurers for that matter. Would work probably on most fishermen in this village and probably not on most hunters, but yeah.
That sounds quite excellent.
All right. So
This
we had
seems like
how
almost
many
too
health
much,
potions?
more than what we paid for.
1 for each.
Oh no! Please don't start this again. Just take
I will not, I promise.
I'm mostly
think
curious
we
about the
already
potions that
made her the richest woman
Yeah.
in town. So
I'm mostly curious about these potions that improve us. How do they improve
So
us?
am I.
Oh.
Can I take a look at it?
Go ahead.
What do you want?
Make me a craft alchemy check.
First roll of the night, and it's a natural 12.
I made a roll too.
Perception check.
Perception.
Alright, my first roll of the night.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm adding inspiration. No, I'm not adding inspiration. I'm gonna need them. But I want to know,
To
why is
add
craft alchemy not on
or
this
not
list?
to add.
We'll find
I'm
out
not going to.
when
I'm
we
not going
drink
to.
them.
Not going to. It's a 24.
You sound so
Yeah.
sad.
It's only a 24. I rolled a 2, so it's a 24. Oh,
No, it's 12.
oh sorry.
Uh, you look at the potion, and you see something come by that you think like, oh, I know what that does. And then something else comes by, and you think like, oh, I also know what that does. And I know what that does, and I know what that does. And they all do entirely separate things, and you never see the same thing twice. Probably the combination of this makes something like you're also not quite sure what. But all the effects that you do seem that come by are positive, so it probably does something good.
The question is, in the moment, what is going to
Feel like
react
it's a-
with who you are and...
I feel like it
And-
might be a random effect. That would be pretty interesting.
And also, you do
Feel-
somehow figure out one thing. You do somehow figure out that these effects last for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Awesome, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you.
Good.
All right.
We had
So
two
if
of
we're not
those.
charmed and we go in, we drink it.
We had two of those improvement potions.
Yes.
Was it okay? So, and we had how many spark racks? Was it 3?
3 spark
Was it
racks, 3 potions of cure light wounds,
So that's all one
2
each.
potions of improve self or intensify self,
I am...
and 10 small flasks of sleep fumes.
I am going to change the silver dagger on my wrist sheet for a potion of sleep fumes.
Ah.
For a vial of sleep fumes.
All right.
Which is then perfectly hidden away.
You can easily notice that these sleep fumes they really are tiny. Like she keeps them in a set, so that they kind of stay together. They're really like bottles that are about this big.
Huh.
They're made to be very easily hidden.
We should probably split this up, right? Are these throwable as well, or do you really have to hold them under a
Put them under the nose, she said.
Nice.
Not enough fumes to throw them.
Fair enough.
All right. And the
You
potion
want
of improved
four?
self.
4 sleep fumes for at least 3 for us.
Yeah.
I think that might be.
The cracks and potion one each, and I feel safer with this potion of improved self to be on you guys because I'm probably most vulnerable to mind things.
Sure, right.
Makes sense.
And of course, I'm already. You can't improve this. It's just perfect. That's the way it is.
And there's already.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, thank you so much. This is honestly incredible work.
I mean, you paid for it, so you're welcome.
That we did.
It was definitely worth it. Thank you, and
Yes.
have a nice day.
Hopefully, see you soon.
Thank you. Good luck.
Wish us luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just did. Yes.
Let's go.
How far is the castle from this village?
It's
About.
not a half a day's walk, right?
Yeah, about half a day's walk.
So let's start walking then.
We should at some point take our potions against mind control, but probably not yet then. But we should take them before we hit the castle.
Yeah, the potions against mind control.
Yeah, I call them potions of cure minds.
Yeah, that. Potions of cure mind.
They work
Like
better
what
as a kill.
Yeah, but we
Sorry.
have 6 of them. And they also protect. So we should definitely take.
But do we know when we are approaching the castle before we get charmed?
No, but like if it's half a day's walk, then we should take them in like 2 hours. I don't know. They last for 8 hours.
Fair enough. That might be good. So 2-hour walk at the first break, water break, we drink these.
All right. Yeah. You go on your way to the castle.
Mhm.
2 hours in, you drink the potions, and you move on. I would like all of you to make me a perception check.
Right.
Let's see if we can actually find the castle.
Dirty 20.
Natural 20.
Okay. Perception, right?
So it's a 27 for me.
16.
How much? Thanks.
I had 16.
All right. So, Alice, you notice that while you're on your way, kind of following a path, a little ahead on you, basically just directly on the path, there is a strange dark mist that seems to come from the ground.
Is it a spot or like a line or an area that we're entering?
It seems to be a spot.
Wait. Didn't we also have this before? We avoided one before when we were heading towards the village. Is it like something that we can go around?
You think so?
I'll point it out to the others.
Maybe an Arcana check or something to see what it is.
Can try again, yeah?
I actually have knowledge arcana.
So do I.
If you want to make an Arcana check on this, you may.
Right.
Arcana or spellcraft?
Arcana.
All right. It's a 23.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
It's a 27. That's
You
a
rolled a
natural
2.
19 again.
Damn.
Oh, actually, hold on, this is a knowledge check. It's a 29.
There you go.
This seems to be kind of a not really footprint, but it seems to be the location of a partially manifested ghost or spectral creature.
Does it seem... Would that be a hostile element?
Depends on the ghost.
Might want to walk around this, maybe.
Probably. We encountered one of these yesterday. A partially manifested ghost. Down to a... Why would it manifest here?
Maybe it died here?
Could be a victim of the vampires.
Possibly. Just makes me wonder. We can walk around it. Keep our distance.
Keep an eye on it. Your ears.
All right.
Right.
Hope we didn't miss a source of information here.
Risk was too great.
You walk around it. Keep an eye on it. It doesn't seem to change in any particular way.
Mm-hmm.
So you think you're clear. You move on. Probably find your way back to the path. Because otherwise, you're probably not going to find the castle.
Mm-hmm.
And about 5 minutes later, you see once again a strange dark mist in the middle of the road.
The same one, or maybe a different one?
Arcana check.
I'll get it on that.
Okay. 22.
I'm not even gonna roll.
It's 27.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not 20s. That's not it.
I rolled 18. I was happy with my 22.
Yeah, I rolled a
22 is
15 plus 4.
For a gladiator, that's I
Yeah.
expect you to do some magic.
I mean, mine is also good for me, and I'm also happy with it. I'm just thinking also at the same time that why
Yeah.
it's so disappointed.
You don't know exactly why. It's more of a feeling than really a like something that you can clearly see because of what you're actually seeing. It's more of a feeling than that it can be deduced. But when dealing with basically magic in general, feelings are usually right.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're charmed, in which case your feelings
Yeah.
about that magic are usually wrong. But in this case, you're both quite sure that this is the same one.
Right. I say we have one of us walk in here and just see what happens. Clearly trying to contact us or do something to us. Might as well get it over with.
I am so down for that.
Yeah, sure. All right. Go
If
ahead.
it's telling us a lot of information, you're the best one. If it's talking, then it's my best one. If it's fighting, also me.
Mm.
And I give Nix a wink.
First things first, what do I know about manifesting ghosts?
What do you know about?
Disturbing ghosts, manifesting ghosts. Would walking into it aggravate it? How would I go about starting to communicate with the spirit
Probably,
nearby?
Communicate with
probably.
us.
It kind of depends on the type of ghost, but usually getting close is already enough.
Right.
Yeah, like that's what you know about this.
Right. Carefully start walking, start approaching.
All right.
Keep my hand on my gun and keep an eye out if
Nix will
something.
take his bow out just in case.
The ghost seems to manifest itself fully now. As you approach, you at a certain point you see the shadows or the smoke swirl and create a figure. What seems to be the figure of a woman, skeletally thin, or her face is. You cannot really see the rest of the body since she's kind of clutching a cloak,
Mm-hmm.
which seems to be entirely made out of shadow or this dark smoke that you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at you with panic in her eyes, and she says, "You cannot go further. You cannot go on. You cannot go closer.
Why not?
The vampire will get you."
You were trying to warn us from that.
You cannot go closer.
Did he get you? Did the vampire?
Go back.
Did the vampire get you?
Go back. It's safe back there. It's not safe at the castle.
Sounds like we're heading the right way. Handy, these waymarker ghosts.
Yeah, but she is also panicking. She might. I'll turn back to you. And just sort of give like a look. I don't think we're gonna really get much out of her.
Alice, just comfort her.
Turn back. It's alright. You are safe. And we are prepared. You don't have to worry about us.
He makes you think you're prepared. You're not prepared. It's his doing.
Do you know how far his reach is?
Too far.
To the village?
Too far.
Going back to Ori.
Who is she scared of? Maybe a loved one is in the castle right now.
Back to the ghost. Are you afraid for someone in the castle?
I'm afraid for you.
Just sort of like roll my eyes. Yes, I absolutely understand that you're afraid for us. I am also afraid for me and my
Go back.
friends. No. We are keeping other people safe, like you are.
Yes.
You
If you
protect.
go beyond this point, you will become a danger for them instead.
Fuck this. Ori, you take over. I can't do this.
I'll take a few steps forward. We have taken potions. We have taken potions against mind control. We have talked
Don't
with the
tell her
white.
that.
Give her a hand front one. We have come prepared. Show her the obsidian short sword. I show her my gun. We're well equipped.
Can I take another look at her?
Yeah.
I would like to basically determine what kind of spirit she is and if she maybe is possibly held here by some undead power who might be controlling her and is trying to wheedle information out of us.
Knowledge monster check.
Thank you. That is a 26.
26. All right, let's see.
Sorry, 25.
You kind of go past the checklist on like how to figure out what these creatures are. You're quite sure that this is an undead creature called an alip.
That is ringing a lot of bells. With Merel.
Alip are creatures that are basically undead manifestations of madness. They are manifestations of creatures that were either driven insane or sometimes also mentally controlled or mentally destroyed when they died. You are. The good news is you're quite sure that this creature has no connection to the vampire lord because Alip are notoriously hard to communicate with, let alone control. Because any mental contact that you try to create with an Alip will drive you insane.
Right. Let Ori talk to her for a bit.
I'm still showing her my gun and my sword.
Won't be enough. He will find a way.
Look, we know that he manipulated your mind. You were a victim too. And I understand that you want to keep other people safe. But not everybody is you. And you wanted to be free too back then, right? Let us pass. We will try to help the other people in there who are scared, who are under control, who want to be free again.
big risk.
Then how about you come help us?
I can't stop him.
Have you tried?
I can't stop him.
Can you help us stop him? He can't control you.
He will find a way.
We need to make sure this never happens again. I know it's a big risk. I really do.
But so is leaving him to grow. Leaving him to manipulate others.
I cannot let you pass.
Okay, this is useless. This is an Alip. They are notoriously terrible to communicate with.
Mm-hmm.
She's raving mad. That's logical because she was probably one of the victims who was under mind control, as logic would dictate. She is not going to let us pass, which means that if we try and get past her, she will attack us and make it even harder. That is at least what I am deducing so far. We are not going to be able to convince her. If this didn't help, then nothing is going to help. It's an
I turn to Elise. How sure are you about that?
97.2%.
That's the number I'm willing to take, and I pull up my gun and I aim it at the Alip. Let us pass now.
That's not gonna help!
And I cock my gun and I hope to intimidate it.
Alright, you may make me an intimidation check.
It's not gonna help.
Let's say 28.
Cannot let you pass.
Told you it was not gonna help. I mean, you're probably terrifying a duel. I'm
Well,
trying to think of this as a smarter way to get into the domain. I have one idea, but it takes a lot of magic.
my idea takes one bullet.
No, it doesn't take one bullet. It's gonna take a whole lot more.
What's your idea?
Mine or Ori's?
No, your. I get the bullet idea. It's simple.
Mine is teleporting us beyond her. And I'm not sure if it's gonna work.
She'll follow us.
That's what I'm also thinking. Is a very large possibility.
Maybe she doesn't want to get close to the castle. But are you willing to take that risk? And use that magic?
No, I don't. That's the one idea that I have. The other one is vanquishing her. Which brings about all sorts of questions on whether or not that is going to actually free her soul from this terrible predicament.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, I would say that with your as per usual insanely high roll of knowledge monster, you would know that you're kind of in a great position here. The thing to destroy Alip usually don't return. Some do. The best way to like make sure that an Alip doesn't come back and passes on to the afterlife is by destroying the source of their madness, which is exactly what you're about to do.
But this still means destroying her first. Because she's not going to let us past.
And my idea it is, I guess?
Alright.
Your idea it is.
Pull out the dual blades!
And I take a shot.
Oh, realize that the dual blades are a bad idea and pulling out the rapier.
Right. What kind of shot?
I want to use a expend my martial focus to use a deadly shot and attach a radiant blast towards it.
All right. Okay. I'm going to ask you a very annoying question.
Yeah.
Is your gun magical?
Is my
Is your gun magical? Is it enchanted?
the gun itself isn't, I think. No, the gun itself is not.
All right. You may roll me a touch attack.
All right. That's good. That's 19. I'm not sure I crit on a 19 with a pistol. I don't think so.
Nope.
But it's
it's still
still
good.
a 23 to hit on touch.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
All right, and I expended
You
martial
get the-
focus.
To roll d8s, probably, right?
1d10 and 1d6 because I'm doing it against touch.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
see.
That's for the gun.
think your weapon actually does any damage. It's probably just your radiant blast.
And attach a radiant blast to it, which is 2d. And I assume she's undead.
It's a ghost. It's an undead.
All right. Because then it becomes
A d8.
d8 exactly. All right, d8. Do I have more d8s? I'll just roll them again. Why do I do this? Sorry. Okay. For the normal pistol attack, that's 11 points of damage. Wait, do I also add the modifier to my second roll? To the extra dice? The deadly shot dice?
No, you get an additional damage. You get additional damage for the deadly shot. You don't add any modifiers
No.
to that.
In that case, it's 11 total for the deadly shot.
All right.
And the 2d8s come to a total of 5.
Might just be damage resistance, of course.
And my pistol
Let's hope it
deals
is.
untyped damage. So 11 normal piercing and 5 untyped damage.
It's not untyped. It's positive energy damage.
I'm sorry.
Or it doesn't say that, but it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
I'll
All right.
modify that here.
The energy from the blast
Mm-hmm.
seems to affect it. There's this yellowish glow that seems to spread. That seems to create a hole in the shadow. Your bullet passes straight through, and doesn't seem to do anything. Everyone may roll me for initiative.
That's good.
No. Ori is really confused why the bullet did not hit her.
I've got a 19.
I've got a 13.
I got a 2.
Damn. Reloading.
But I got
takes
my
long.
shot in. I did not throw away my shot.
Yeah.
What did you have again, Nix?
13. I had a 13.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's wrong. So, first things first. As the bullet hits her, she begins to shriek horribly in a sound that like inhumanizes in her instantly, or dehumanizes, I guess.
Mhm.
And from underneath her her shadowy cloak seem to just drop hundreds or maybe even thousands of very tiny what seem to be very tiny spectral insects. And they swarm they swarm and move to. They will move to Ori.
No.
It's just bugs.
I hate bugs.
And they start to swarm over you. You may make me a fortitude save.
That's a natural 20 for a
Damn.
27.
Okay. That's gonna be enough.
Yeah.
You take. All right. You take 7 points of negative energy damage.
It's not nice.
Then it is Alisa's turn.
It's
Who's
just
last?
gonna
Let's
sighs
right down.
and considers for a moment, knowing what she knows about resistances and things like that. She has a +1 weapon bonus that Cody got her. She got from Cody. Does that make her weapon magical?
Probably.
Right. In that case,
Just let's say to just get it clear. Yes, as long as the weapon is silvered.
perfect. Got a beautiful rapier here. Just sort of like turn the or it's just bugs and charge forward towards the ghost.
Easy for you to say.
Try and cut it. Swift action study at first.
All right.
Swift action study. It's a round one.
Excellent.
And then charge forward and just make a lovely, lovely slash. Preferably, we're trying to get her on the blood control. So basically, I'm trying to go for an exsanguinating strike, making a single attack and trying to get her on the blood control.
All right. Oh yeah, you've got
Uziker!
You've got
So I'm
Uziker,
gonna
yeah.
make the ghost bleed.
Yeah. Oh, this is weird, but okay, yeah.
Especially after what I did the first.
I guess it bleeds ectoplasm or something.
You were doing so well! I was so proud of you, and now you roll a natural 2.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's just no way. This is gonna be like a 9. Actually, no, it's a bit more. It's like an 11.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you sprint forward and slash at this ghost with your rapier. But you seem to only hit Shadow.
And Lisa's just annoyed that she has to deal with this thing now.
Nix.
Yeah. I already said he's drawn his silver dagger. So Nyx will also dart forward and attack with said dagger, and add a blistering blast to it.
Right.
So that's gonna be. Yeah, I can flank with Elise, right?
Yeah.
This will likely have like swished past it, so.
Yeah. Fair enough. Then I will be flanking with Elise, and that will make this a 19 to hit.
All right. Yeah, that's enough.
Yes! Much better.
Do you also have the +1 bonus on weapon attacks, or did you take something else?
No, I have it. I have that.
Right.
I thought you had the +1 for spells.
I have several +1 bonuses. One of them is the +1 enhancement bonus to proficient attacks.
Okay.
I don't have a bonus to cast level. Actually, I have a bonus to saves as well.
Yeah.
Ori has a bonus to cast level.
Yeah.
I think we all have the one to saves, but.
Let's see. That is going to be 8 piercing and slashing damage from the silver dagger.
Right.
And let's see. 3d6. That's good. Come on. Wow. That's 2 6s and a 5 on my 3d6.
There you
Or-
go.
Nice.
19. I get a +2. Fire damage.
All right.
That's with
Yeah!
Yeah.
Get in a fury!
And it also
With a knife.
has, let's see, 3 rounds of a -2 on fortitude saves. Not sure if it even has fortitude saves. Probably does. As
You'll
it
see.
goes. It might not be.
Um,
relevant. And
It
finally,
still.
Yeah.
It still only deals half damage to incorporeal creatures. So still, like, most of it doesn't seem to do much.
the fire or the silver dagger.
Both.
Okay, sure. And then Nyx will finally turn into tactical size.
All right.
Get in a fury! Green on Ghosty.
Is it the Ghosty's turn?
Yes, the ghost is going to attack Nyx,
All right.
and that is a 19 on touch.
Yeah.
That hits.
Right, you may make me a will save.
A will save. All right.
Come on, Nyx. Did the mind potions do anything for this?
No, this is not a mind affecting effect.
All right. That is a 13.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might not be enough.
I'm sorry. Not going to better. Sorry. You take 4 points of wisdom damage.
Wow. Okay.
Oh god! I am really happy that it was not Elise who was attacked in this case. I'm sorry, but I would be a -3 wisdom modifier after that.
Damn.
That is problematic.
If it is any relief, I rolled maximum for the wisdom damage.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a relief.
There can't be
really-
more.
Fuck you!
Ori.
All right. Are the bugs still swarming me? Is it like an ongoing
Yes,
effect?
absolutely.
What? Fuck! I was relatively close to this thing, right? Like 10 feet or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but you know, rules as fun, do as fun. I'm gonna like do a tactical roll backwards, trying to squash as many of the bugs as I can. And when I finish the roll, I aim my pistol and fire again with a radiant blast.
I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
Do you also reload your pistol?
Ooh, wait.
It's a move action, right?
Is that a move action? Can I do that?
Focus on that.
I will count your roll as a 5-foot step.
All right. Because I think reloading is a move action. So yeah, then I'll 5-foot step, make like the action movie roll.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so you make your roll trying to squash as many bugs as you can.
Mhm.
You line up your shot and take a shot. Yeah, roll me for that shot.
With a radiant blast attached to it.
Maybe use a spell point this time.
Use a spell point!
I didn't say it now, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I didn't roll it yet.
You didn't roll
Use
it.
the fucking spell point!
All right, fine. I'll use the spell. But what is it? Another D8, right?
Yeah,
it's
it
not
gives you
low.
not D8. I'm quite
Yeah.
sure. Because yeah, your cost level. Oh, no, wait. Whoa, wait. It might add 2d8. What's your cost level?
Oh, didn't you? Yeah, didn't you get a boost to your cast level
Oh wait, that would
For
be.
this
Oh my
purpose?
god.
exactly this purpose?
For exactly this purpose. 'Cause I think my caster level is like.
Yeah,
Real
your
f-
cost level would be
Yeah.
4 with the boon
Yeah.
that you bought.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you got from
Yeah.
Cody.
All right, so that would be 48. Really?
Yeah.
This is why I did this. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Mhm.
But I have to
Don't
hit
worry,
now first.
you'll need it.
I have to hit now first. Yeah, that probably hits. Because that's 19 again.
Yeah,
Or
19.
23.
Yes!
Do I roll the D10 or just The bullet
don't
just.
bother.
All right, fine. Then I won't roll that one. All right, but ooh, that's good. That's bad. 14 plus 4, 18 points of positive energy damage.
Right. There's one last shriek, and the Alip evaporates into shadow.
There you go.
And what about Bryce?
You proudly look at how many. Your mind goes, all right, that one's down. Now for the bugs, and you look at how many bugs you squashed, and you look at the bugs, and you realize they're all ghost bugs. You didn't squash a single one.
Are they gone?
Speaking of bugs,
Still there? There
you
they
may
are.
make me a non-fortitude save.
20, dirty 20.
All right. You're lucky with this one. You take 9 points of negative energy damage.
Right. Still higher than you guys. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
As these bugs kind of seem to try to sap away at your strength. And they don't really seem to bite you, but still you get like tiny bite mark wounds. It's pretty horrifying.
I'm actually getting itchy right now.
Right. Alice.
Alright. Since they're swarming Ori, I don't think my weapon is going to be the safest way to charge these creatures, and they're clearly separate entities.
He had
So first
resistance
of all,
against cold, right? And cold's not gonna work on ghosts.
I don't have resistance against cold.
No, Ori.
I don't have a resistance.
I can have it.
I can make an Aegis.
All right.
Make
an Aegis of fire, and I'll burn them off you.
I am going to reach out with a cloud of shaped iron powder, magnesium, and chalk, and try and gain blood control over these swarming insects. If I can at all.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your safety C for blood control?
I think it's a 14.
Right. Yeah, sure. You managed to establish blood control on one insect.
Okay, but I actually
Only
managed to
about
establish blood
500
control.
Only about 500 left, and you're there.
Alright. It was definitely worth an attempt. I will instill a blood effect, which makes it bleed, and it's just sort of like, probably just like pops, because it takes 3 points of bleed damage.
Yeah, one of the bugs pops. Goes in kind of like a little sparkle of blue-greenish ectoplasm.
Did you do anything?
I tried!
What works? What works? Fire, acid, what?
Jeez, it's just ghost bugs!
With
Nix.
what?
Okay, yeah. Nix is it's a swarm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just hold an action and burn it while I create that Aegis?
The thing is, even if I try to burn it, I mean, it's not an area of effect. My attacks aren't area of effect, so it's not great for burning swarms. We do have a lot of potions and stuff to throw, though, with splash damage. I think those might work well.
Only very... actually, all the assets also have splash damage, so... Yeah, we have a lot that do splash damage.
I mean, I can hold an action indeed to attack you with, or attack the swarm with burning claws, if you'd like.
Just tell me what Aegis I need to cast.
Yep, fire.
All right.
Are you gonna hold your action?
Yeah. And then.
Right. The Alip is gone. So Ori.
Yeah. So switching from pistol to spear and trident, and spending a spell point to create an fire aegis.
I'm sorry, did you
Right.
just say spear and trident?
Oh, that will be so cool! But no, trident and shield.
Even you now are talking about the spear. All right. Then I'm making 2 burning claw attacks on the swarm. See if it helps. That's a natural one. I think I just hit Ori.
I think both of us are just
You-
laughing to death at Ori being this scared of ghost bugs.
Basically. And the other one's a 14.
While also sipping like 20% of my health every turn, so you know.
Yeah.
You like try to slash at the swarm of bugs, and you somehow miss like the one spot where there are no bugs. You like hit the exact place where the popped
Well, at least just picked up
the
the
pop
bomb.
bug was, and your second one you with your second one you swipe and you you don't really hit anything. Like your second attack misses, but you also start to realize like attacking these things one at a time is not gonna solve anything.
Yeah. Throw fire! Throw fire at him!
How to keep the fire?
Uh, uh,
Swarms up.
uh, hey Ori,
Yeah.
make me another fortitude save.
That's a 9.
All right. You take 12 points of negative energy damage.
Only ghost bugs, or yeah, but it took away half my health.
Yeah, but you're
And the
Ori.
point of intelligence damage.
Sure.
All right.
Alice.
I'll use fire. Really wanted to keep the alchemist fire, but I'll draw a file from the bandolier, just sort of like throw it in hands, look over Ori, and just throw it at his feet.
All right. Yeah, make me an attack roll for that.
An attack roll, which that is a natural 18 for a lot.
Yeah. That's enough.
All right. In that case,
Roll me
it's
for the damage.
26.
2?
I'm really sorry, but that is snake eyes.
2 fire damage? Wow.
Well, the good news is I resist that with my Aegis.
2 fire damage and 2 splash fire damage. So
4
that
fire
means
damage.
everything directly. This damage is actually on Ori, and the splash damage is every
Alright.
adjacent creature takes 2 points of fire damage.
Let's hope they all have 1 hit point then.
It's not exactly how swarms work. It's not that
Dang it.
they all take 2 points of damage.
Dang it!
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do take damage, and it certainly seems to destroy more ghost bugs than just one at a time.
But.
It was a very weak splash of fire damage. Like it was
Right.
kind of like
But is it still burning?
It's Nix's turn,
it
right?
doesn't burn.
Nope. Next thing I would like to do, like seeing that had very little impact, boom, and basically standing this much away from Ori, like
All right.
You can't come
your
that
face
high.
is like your face is like
Yeah.
there. I know, but I'll draw some heat and just sort of wiggle like a foot a little bit to get some attention.
Right.
Maybe these things do intelligence damage.
Hmm.
Nix.
Nix is going to say, okay, Liz, maybe you should step back a little. Nyx is going to turn into a fire elemental and
Yes!
give Ori a hug.
Yes!
All right.
I have
The
never been so
bird
happy with a
special-
hug in all my life.
The bird special quality should probably hurt that. It does 1d4 damage for 1d4 rounds, and a reflex save of 13 negates the burn. Not sure if swarms make reflex saves.
Do I need to make a reflex save?
They kind of do, but you do just grab them basically.
I mean, I'm assuming you're welcoming the hug. So
Yes!
Yeah.
I'm probably using it as a towel to just like...
All right. There are now bugs that are on fire, and the fire seems to be spreading between them. You may roll me for the fire damage.
All right,
Oh my god.
that's 4 fire damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there seem to be significantly less bugs, and this fire damage will just continue. So that's great. Ori.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Nyx as like a towel and just wipe him all over my body. Wherever the bugs are.
Weird. Sure.
All right.
Used to be as an improvised weapon.
It's
know
gonna
how
have to
this
be a
works.
chair.
Sure. Nix, you may roll me another. You may roll me another d4 for the fire damage.
Sure. That's a 3.
That's a 3. All right. There's still bugs left.
Right.
Yeah, and the remaining bugs now see the danger of being inside of a fire elemental.
Fair enough.
So they will turn to Alice. Make me a fortune save.
I'm not gonna spend inspiration on that because it's a 21.
All right. I dropped the die. You take 7 points of negative energy damage,
Right?
and it is your turn.
It's just bugs.
Yeah, it is. It is really just bugs.
Nyx will say.
I mean, with Nyx being a
teleport.
fire elemental, I'll.
Could you teleport?
Yeah, I'm almost standing on your toes.
Yeah. So,
Because I could not teleport in and then grab Ori and teleport him out. Because that is the next action. Grabbing Ori, boop.
yeah, but they're around you now.
If you just
I'm not
teleport
taking them
yourself.
with me. I'm grabbing me and Ori, and then Nyx will have free reign to burn
You're
all he
worried.
likes.
Okay.
So I'm taking Ori.
Alright, I'm willing.
So, like, grabbing your shit, you're coming with me.
What happens with the swarm? Do they?
But
stay
do the
attached?
swarm...
The swarm, for a short moment, seems to, because they're ghosts.
Yeah.
For a short moment, they seem to kind of still have an Alice silhouette before they realize that Alice isn't there anymore, and they fall to the ground. But it like
my move action brushing Ori off, like it's
Yeah,
just
like-
ghost bugs.
you did leave all the bugs behind.
Yeah, just ghost bugs.
Nyx, it is your turn.
Awesome. Nyx will make 2 slam attacks against the.
Right. You know what? I'm just gonna say that you now burn the
Kill it
rest
with
of the bugs.
fire!
Yeah. I will jump and stamp on them. I think actually that's probably what happens.
Yeah,
Basically,
very good.
stomp the ghost bugs.
The ghost bugs have successfully been burned.
Awesome.
And with that, it is about time to take a short break.
Ah,
So we shall be back in.
that took away 28 hit points and 1 intelligence points.
Yeah, Well, that's not my fault.
Which one
Staff
hurt
will
more?
fix that.
Solve me.
It's the intention, but I didn't have
Right.
actions left. Alright, we'll see you guys after the break.
Yes.
See ya.
Bugs.
Bye.
Wait, you be alive again, I think. Why are you hiding?
I hate bugs. I hate bugs so much.
You're still on
Right.
that.
Yes.
They were just ghost bugs.
It was like 5 seconds ago. Why aren't you over that? Hey everyone,
Yeah.
welcome back. Worlds is fun. We play Pathfinder. As you might have noticed, bugs were involved in last combat. They were ghost bugs. They tried to eat our giant alive. And also,
Took away one
thanks to
intelligence
Falcon
point.
Wolf for our first subscriber. Like,
Yeah, welcome.
incredibly awesome.
Woo.
Thank you.
Now, I will leave the floor to you because you've got to decide whether you're going to go to a mind-controlling vampire's castle with a -4 on wisdom.
Shove a salve into Ori's hand first. You can apply it yourself. It
Nix is
heals you for 19.
All right.
Hold on, that sounds too much.
I'll
Nope,
take it
that is
though.
correct. 19 hit points.
wow.
I'm not full, but I am.
Nix is currently still a fire elemental and still probably jumping up and down on where the ghost bugs were.
Trying to snap Nyx to attention. Like,
What? Yeah?
revert. Normal form. I'll say in ignorant.
Sure. Nix answers in ignorant. Oh yeah, sure. And turns into a normal shapeshifter again.
Are you still tactical
Actually, I
size?
was still a shapeshifter. No, I actually changed into large size to hug Ori because it's hard enough to hug Ori when you're regular sized. As a small size, that it becomes very difficult.
I mean,
You're more
small
like
size,
humping his shin or something.
a tactical sized towel, though.
Right, tactical size. No, he's
Why
normal.
is everybody trying to hump me? You talked about humping me last session. Miro talked about jumping me. What is it about you guys?
I don't know.
And it's never sexual.
Chris,
To be
character,
I ask myself that question every Sunday evening.
Chris, you made a hag. You made a hag, and the hag wanted to jump me too.
And
You're
that's
the only
how
one
hacks
reading
work.
stuff into this. Something is wrong with you, Robert. What
And that's-
You're the only one reading things into this.
Don't blame the victim here.
I mean,
Oh,
you
for
are
hack,
the
you didn't
common
read
factor
anything into it. But hacks
Yeah, hack-
generally, like, hacks particularly enjoy making people as uncomfortable as possible.
here.
That is the thing.
Right.
Ah,
So it was you. Okay. Anyway.
Give Nyx a once over, see how he's doing and what exactly happened to him, because I don't think I know exactly what happened to him, but it's clear like he's a bit messed
Kinda
up.
funny.
Can I make like a heal check?
On Nyx?
Yeah. Determine
Yeah.
what's wrong with him and
Go ahead.
maybe see how we best go about fixing that. No inspiration is going to be able to fix this.
natural one.
No, but my
Natural
heal is
two.
not great in any case because it's wisdom based, which you know I have a negative modifier on. I am going to spend inspiration so I can get something out of this.
So we're heading to the castle? We're getting to the castle, right? We
Thank
should kill
you.
the
Okay.
vampire lord.
Reloading my gun.
So that is maximum on the inspiration die.
That's good.
That gets me to a 14.
I mean, like you say, it isn't great. You know, wisdom damage is a thing.
Yeah.
You know it, and it's also something that you know about Alip or specific ghostly creatures that would it have hit Nyx a few more times more, he would probably have gone mad. Luckily, it didn't get that far, but it still inhibited his rational thoughts.
Come on, guys. We should. Ooh, a butterfly. Give me a second.
Is he okay?
How would one generally go about fixing this?
A good night's rest. Asking a healer. I also took wisdom damage apparently. Yeah, good night's rest. Asking a healer. Specific spells and potions can restore it. Some people say that a good slap in the face can also restore it. It generally doesn't.
I was just about thinking that I think I'm going to try it anyway because we're out of options.
Sure.
Make me an attack roll.
Nix, eyes on me, grabbing face, whack!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow! What was that for?
Nope. Okay.
Nix, you take a point of damage.
I will mark it down.
Turn to Ori.
Did he say something to offend you?
Nope. He's just dumb.
Dumb.
You're dumb. Your face is dumb.
Yes, my face is dumb. This is what we call wisdom damage. Our boy is not gonna be able to concentrate very well.
That's a problem if we're storming a mind-controlling vampire's castle.
Yeah, this was literally the last resort because we don't have any potions to fix this with. The only other thing that I can think of is Nix. Hold on a second. Look over there. Can you see that? Over there. Yes. The only thing that I can think of is the mixed ability potions.
Oh. That might...
There's a chance that there is something in there that would fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it would compensate for it, probably.
If it does, would be
and if
awesome.
if it reacts to the right attribute.
You thought you recognized parts of it, right?
It's almost like a mixture of a variation of different potions.
Mm-hmm.
They might give ability boosts, they might give other boosts. Honestly, there is a lot in there. I can imagine that she said that she created this by accident. It looks like an accident. It looks like an accident was poured into a bottle and then shaken about and somebody said, this is interesting. I am pretty sure it's not going to do any harm.
Yeah, but
the effect is always going to be uncontrollable. We don't know what's going to happen.
something good, but either we do it and it compensates, or we do it and we waste it. And is that a chance we are willing to take?
Chris, is there a chance that I could add something to this using my alchemy kit? If we sat down for a short rest, that I could ensure that this would fix a particular aspect of the potion would be used.
Yes, probably. Like, it would require craft alchemy, and it's pretty difficult because this is just an absolute mess. However, do remember that the potion probably won't restore anything. It may bring his wisdom back up to normal levels, but for 10 minutes.
So, anything I can do would be temporary, in any case.
Then I guess we're doomed to go back.
We should get some drinks. Or maybe some fish.
Oh,
Can
God.
we drink some fish?
For someone who took mind damage, he's actually not wrong this time.
I don't know what to do. I'm not up for babysitting. I suck at babysitting.
I'm okay at it. But still, when storming a vampire's castle, it might just be best to go back and have a long rest. No, we wasted a day then, but...
Right.
Unless you have an alternative.
We have to go back.
I think that's the only option.
I'll grab some rations from my pouch and just sort of shove them in Nix's mouth.
Ooh.
Turn around.
Mm.
Some dried stuff.
This sucks. We all know. Now we wasted our potion of cure minds too.
Yep.
Shit.
There's more where that came from, Nix. And just continue walking back to the village.
Nix will follow. The rations.
And I look back at where the Alip just was and just sigh heavily and follow them, I guess.
Damn bitch.
We could ask the wise woman if she could make more of those potions to cure minds. Whatever it's called. I called it the potion of cure minds.
What did they taste like, actually?
Potion cure minds.
Not
Yeah.
really like
Well-
anything.
Hmm.
Like maybe slightly scented water.
Hmm.
They tasted a little bit pink.
I get what you mean, actually.
Yeah, they were those. That thing tasted pink. It was nice. We should have more.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have the other one? I want.
No,
the other one.
no. It's for
Oh,
later.
all right. Jeez.
No. Oh no, that's soup drinking.
That's just water. Don't worry. Yeah.
At least it's just
Mhm.
journaling
Water.
while we're walking.
Yeah. I
I
got
would
some
like-
whiskey.
I would,
Yeah, we kept that for the soldiers, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We can have more whiskey when we're back in town.
Yes, Alice,
Really?
please.
Can I rack my mind for how long would it take for the enemy to reform, to remanifest?
Um,
In other
if
words,
it
with a
does,
short rest.
which most Alip don't, couple of days.
Fair enough.
Alright, that's good. We don't need to take
and-
precautions.
Alip are not known as remanifesting creatures.
Right. I mean, its source of madness is still there, but. Right. At least it's just sort of like looping over possibilities while writing everything down. Like, what could they have done different? Like, the bugs were fine. Was the goddamn ghost?
Ori is actually babysitting and doing an okay job. Like there's some fatherly attributes there.
She have
At
a
least
little
would not
bit of
recognize
whiskey.
it.
Oh.
I mean,
Your efforts sadly go unnoticed.
Maybe by Nyx eventually.
maybe if I'll remember them.
Yeah.
I mean, your intelligence is still fine, so you probably
fine.
will remember all
I
of
will
this that has
remember.
happened.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Anticipating revenge.
What you got there, Nyx?
Whiskey.
That's
Sure,
for
we should
later.
have a little.
That's what's for later. And we'll have some whiskey at the bar.
Alright, okay.
We don't want to make the soldiers upset now, do we?
No. Guess not.
That's a good boy.
Rory, I have an idea.
Yeah?
How about you babysit Nyx? I go and meet the shaman woman and basically ask if she can make more of those mind-healing potions if she gets some help.
If by babysitting you mean feed him some more whiskey and let him sleep, actually let's feed him some more whiskey so he actually has very good night's sleep.
Just make sure he's not hungover in the morning. He has a lower tolerance than you.
I can't promise that.
I would like to do some quick calculations of about what Nyx's body would be able to handle, so I can have a number to give to Ori that he needs to stick under.
You get to the very annoying conclusion. Depends on Nyx's body at that moment.
Oh fuck!
And how much he has eaten.
He probably currently is like shifting his internal organs around, just for the fun of it.
Bigger or smaller.
Oh god!
If I change size and then drink, I'll get drunk faster. It's a good thing that Nyx doesn't know this.
Make like a
Don't tell him.
make like a rough estimation. I'm gonna like shove over like three like keep it up with 3 shot glasses. Under 3 shot glasses.
I'm looking at the chat. Ori shows fatherly qualities. Proceeds to force feed Nyx whiskey till he passes out.
How? How?
Thank you,
It's
Halo
not-
Xnoro.
Oh god. So that's what we're gonna try and do?
Yeah.
That was like a plan. What are we
Yes,
doing?
that is most definitely a plan.
Yeah, that's the camp. Our plan is we're
Alright.
gonna have some lunch and drink whiskey.
It is, in all senses of the word.
Whiskey for lunch.
No, lunch
Yay!
and whiskey, even.
How high is your wisdom currently?
6.
Oh, that is actually not that much lower than mine.
We can probably get you some fish.
It's a strong effect because it's like it's still 40% of my wisdom that's just gone
Mhm.
suddenly. So I feel like it
Probably
would
have you,
affect Nick's
can
pretty bad.
if you get fish for lunch, that would be good, right?
Yeah,
See?
yeah, that's great.
There you go. Actually, with the fish, you actually better have a good wine, actually. Very sweet white wine actually works way better with that.
Okay.
You can try it, and if you don't like it, I'll drink it, and you can get back to the whiskey. But it really
No, don't drink
emphasizes
my
the
wine.
taste
It's
of the
my
fish.
wine.
No, if you don't like it, then I'll drink it. If you like it, you drink it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so you all know, the description of a wisdom of 6 seems to have almost no common sense. So,
Which? Yeah. I
Okay.
see that. So I guess we get back to the village if the game
Yeah.
master allows us.
yeah, you get back to the village. It takes
Now
a couple of
throws-
hours, but you do
Yeah.
get back to the village.
Probably a little longer because sometimes you have to pull Nick with you.
It's not that hard. It's just like a pet. He follows the food.
So
It's true.
Which is probably not true. Like,
Eh,
to a
Maybe.
degree, but not always, and Elise just really is not good at dealing with any
Right.
other aspect.
So I'll take Nix to the bar, and you go to the wise woman, and at least ask for some more of those potions of cure minds, or maybe anything else you can come up with.
As soon as we get to the village, like, good luck. And she's
Oh.
off.
This is what I'm born to do.
I will follow that away. It
Come
may
on,
or may
Nix.
not be written in invisible ink in the journal now.
And I'll throw Nix over my shoulder, and I'll go into the bar.
Well, hey.
Fish and whiskey, and wine.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
All right. Alice, you go to the hut of the wise woman.
Sort of like knock on the door and carefully sit inside. Excuse me?
Yes, go in.
Hi.
Hello.
Me again.
Yeah. You're back. How was it? How many days have passed?
It's been maybe 4 hours.
Oh,
We encountered a slightly different problem, and had to make a judgment call. Unfortunately, we did consume some of those potions that were supposed to protect our minds,
Mhm.
in anticipation of events to come, which are going to be wasted because we're not going to be able to make it to the castle today, or definitely not within those 8 hours.
oh that's
You
bad.
said they take a while to brew. Is that
Yeah, but I might have some on reserve still.
if you have any more, we'd love some new ones.
I will take a look. What kind of problem did you run into? Is it anything that I could help with, perhaps?
Oh, that actually sounds very interesting. We encountered an alley, and a lecture starts on on the exact effects of an alley, and between all like a whole list of jargon. At some point comes out wisdom damage, and
Yeah.
basically
You-
a physical description of what actually happens, but which is then hidden again in what the alley actually does, and
the wise woman seems to kind of just focus in on you having your conversation, and it is so nice to have finally found someone who listens intensely to your entire rant.
Oh, so wholesome.
Ah, yes. I might have something. Give me a few minutes. Just take.
If you want me to, I can help. I'm a decent alchemist.
Oh no, it's fine. I should have it in storage. So take a seat. I will be back in just a few minutes.
Rami, is there a chair?
There are several chairs. There even is an empty one.
Hmm.
It seems to be slightly overgrown, but that's okay. Now that you kind of look around, you realize that this hut actually doesn't have a floor. And basically just plants are growing from the floor itself.
Just take a seat.
All right.
First test the chair.
Yeah, the chair seems just fine.
Right. Sit.
And indeed, a few minutes later, the wise one returns and has 4 bottles. 3 bottles seem a bit like the protection from mind control bottles that you have gotten, but the fluid in it seems to be, the color seems slightly off, slightly more milky pink, and it seems to be a bit more gooey than the others. Found these in storage. They're not as great as usual. They have a slightly, they spike a bit more. They last a minute or so, but they do still have the same effect of curing things.
Right. That is great. That is honestly great. That is more than I was hoping for, to be honest. No, this is exactly what I was hoping for, more than I was expecting. So that is perfect. Definitely will take those.
Excellent. And I also have this, and there is a small bottle with a bright green, slightly carbonated liquid, or like not carbonated, slightly bubbling. This should work against most types of temporary madness. Hopefully.
Can I check to see if I know what it is?
Yeah, craft alchemy.
That is... We're not heading out in any case. What this plan is forming, and at least I'm using inspiration on this.
Alright.
So that is a base of 6 for an 18. Yes, I rolled an 18 total.
There you go.
It was a natural 2, okay?
Let's see.
Even I can roll below a 20.
You don't know exactly what it does, but you do think that that it will do roughly the thing that like you can. It's a thing of recognition that you see. Like, okay, with this in mind, I see that it probably could do that. You don't know the exact ingredients, so you don't know exactly what it does. You don't know if it could be used for anything else, but
Right. That seems quite great, honestly. How much do you want for these? How much do you want for these? A lot of it.
oh, it feels very bad to ask money for things that I had in storage that are basically. I didn't want to throw them away because they could still be useful, but you don't feel comfortable throwing them. So, like a gold piece for that one?
You're kidding, right?
Honey.
No, I don't think so. No.
All right. 8 silver.
Oh my god, you're that poor. Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm from Dreidan. I've bought one of these before. Terrible circumstances. I bought one of these before. I made a similar thing. It may or may not have blown up the first time that I made it. But
Yes, that happens.
it happens a lot. We sell these for a lot more. Look, what I'm mostly trying to do is we purchased a lot before, and we paid you for not just making the potions, but also for your expertise in advising us what to take with that. It seems like cheating you to take this for a single gold. Don't even know your name. Sorry.
Don't worry about that one.
Oh, right.
No one really does.
So, what do they call you?
Usually, the wise woman, the shaman,
Is that what
You
you prefer
there,
to be called?
miss. Yeah, like I wouldn't know what else.
Oh, okay. In any case, um, how about I give you 10 gold for the lot of this? That seemed reasonable. That's more than what you were asking for. It's similar to other things, and again, similar to with the previous money that we gave you, it might be good for the local community. If you could spread it about, and maybe attract more tourists once we've dealt with the vampire. I think.
Right. Yeah, I can live with that. Yes.
Alright, you really should get someone in there to help you with prices. I'll put gold on the counter.
hire an town accountant? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe get one of the fishermen. They know how economy works. Honestly, it's fascinating. I have a lot of interesting reading suggestions on how economics work in varying different types of circumstances. The libraries are probably like, pretty far away from here, like proper decent big libraries, but it's
We have a small library here, but it's not much.
yeah. I saw it on our way in. In any case, thank you so much for this. I really should get back to my probably by now drunk friends. Oh God, I don't want to go back. Thank you so much. Good luck with that. And if we run into any more troubles, we'll likely be by again.
You also want something against drunkenness?
Hmm?
You also want something against drunkenness?
No, I need to sleep, so. No, we're fine. Look,
Alright.
I'm gonna suggest is that
One of your friends is a giant, so you know, he's probably not drunk.
Yeah, the other one's not, but it's fine. Don't have to tell her that.
Always great to get financial advice from someone who's giving you 10 times the money you asked for.
Yeah.
In any case, I mean, at least I do have a +9 in appraise. I wouldn't know what these things cost. I just really don't. I like her. Okay? I like her a lot. So I'm giving her more money. And stuff.
Like 1 gold piece for the stuff is definitely like too little.
And I know we overpaid in the beginning, but that was for different reasons, but Elise likes her, so she doesn't give a shit. In any case, thank you. I'll be taking this, and if something goes wrong again, I'll see you. And if not, I think we'll drop by in any case. Because I like you. You're nice. So, have a nice day. And
I say yes.
hopefully see you soon.
Not too soon, I hope. But
yes, I agree on that. Thank you. Alright, bye.
Good luck.
And head back to the inn where Ori and Nix are probably at.
Yeah. I think you probably catch the tail end of Nick's singing something on the bar. It goes something like, We'll sneak up and then surprise him before he has time to think. We're off and away, but first another drink. Da, 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 da.
The
gonna
barkeep
kill
is very
the
happy
vampire.
that it's the middle of the day and the bar is empty already anyway.
Ah, this is good stuff.
See, the white wine with the fish actually works really well, doesn't
We
it?
have, yeah.
By the way,
I'll-
just knock down one more gold piece for the drinks that you've been
Fair
having.
Fair enough. I probably just gave him the gold piece, like, just when I say it, keep him coming. When I say it, keep him coming, not when he says it.
Yeah, I mean you are in an extremely cold mountain region. Wine is probably pretty rare around here.
Yeah.
I'll just sort of like walk in, eye mix. Turn to Ori. So,
Want a glass of wine?
no.
Right.
Very
I've
good.
got something that can fix his mental damage, but I was thinking, we're already back here. If we continue pressing on, we're arriving by nightfall. That seems like a terrible idea. How about we just take a nap, spend some rest. Every one of us gets some rest. We leave middle of the night so that we arrive at the castle by dawn.
Huh. That's interesting.
That also means that we don't have to spend this yet.
Empty.
I don't know how long it's going to last. It's
Barkeep, can you have one? Can he have one more wine?
What is this that you're pointing to?
the wisdom potion.
It cures it instantly. Like it's
No.
not a
I
duration
mean,
thing.
if we don't take it, like if it's
Oh, okay, yeah.
if it's going to keep well.
Yeah.
But this is something that might be quite useful once we're in there also. So that's what I'm thinking. We go to sleep. We have a good bed rest. We'll pay for another room, money and things. I, by the way, spend another 20 gold from the party funds on 3 new instances of the mind curing potion. This definitely does not work as a repellent. So, also, she's lovely. She doesn't have a name. We're going back there afterwards. She actually listens. You know? That doesn't happen often. In any case, not important. What is next to me?
He is now dancing and singing mostly.
It's fun.
He enjoyed a good fish meal, and he's now actually experiencing a actually really good wine. Innkeep, thank you.
Vintage had it laying around.
It's a secret. We're gonna sneak up on the castle and kill the vampire lord.
Is there like something reasonably soft that I can throw at Nix?
A glass.
Or like a chunk of bread.
He'll
So
probably
maybe-
catch it with his
Sure,
teeth.
there is a chunk of bread that was served with a fish and that Nix didn't touch.
I'm going to try and catch it in my mouth, but probably like after it bounced off my face. Ah. Ah. Hey, that's not nice.
Oh, it wasn't nice. I am not nice, and you should know that by now. In any case, I am going to continue on some more of my notes. I'll also fix that we have the room for another night, or day as it is.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Try and get him to bed.
Boring.
That watch this.
Mhm.
Hey Nix,
Yeah.
have you ever tried? Come here.
What?
Have you ever tried
What?
drinking wine while in bed? It's like breakfast in bed, but then wine in bed. Have you ever tried it?
That's totally like breakfast in bed.
I know.
But wine.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
try it. And order 2 more glasses. Let's try it. All right. So you just lie there and close your eyes and sip.
I
and
can't
really
drink while I'm lying down.
No,
It's still.
just rest your head against like the wall and the pillow a bit.
Okay.
Okay, and just close your eyes and take a small. Close your eyes, small sip, and small sip, and just deep breath in, and just let the wine flow through your throat. And I'm ready to catch his glass when he actually falls asleep.
Yeah,
Right.
it'll work. Yeah.
In the meantime, Alice.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
Oh, no. Alice, you go and talk to the innkeep for hiring Droom again.
Also, if they exceeded the budget that was given out, I will supplement it.
They're mostly at a wine. 5 silver and we're good.
Slide over the additional 5 silver.
Also, I couldn't help but overhear your plans to move out middle of night.
Oh,
Yeah.
those plans. Yeah.
Would you? I'm quite sure he already knew you were going to kill a vampire lord.
Yeah.
Confusing. What else are adventurers doing in this town?
Would you want to have, I don't know, breakfast or dinner be served at that time as well? A good start of the day.
I think it's going to be a rough wake-up call in any case, especially for Nyx.
So yes.
If there's a possibility that you could make a package that we can take on the road, that we don't actually have to sit down, because if we sit down, I think Nyx might fall asleep again, and Ori is going to indulge that.
Yeah,
So,
I can certainly do that.
that would be amazing. Honestly, why is everybody in this town so nice?
We're a small village. We care for each other.
Yeah, but
And
you
for
also
me,
care
it's
for us.
also how I make my money. So, well,
I mean, that's true. Right. How much do you want for that?
15 silver.
Yep, no problem. Slide it over.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Also for dealing with that.
Yeah, so well, believe me, I've had worse.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Alright, well, have a nice rest of your day. And if we don't see you in the middle of the night, then nice.
If you want packages, I will probably put them in front of your door somewhere this evening.
Great.
And you can pick them up there.
Right, thank you. Bye.
Good luck.
Well needed.
And you go and take another long rest.
Yes.
At least we'll find Ori just very softly stroking Nyx's hair and just saying stuff like, "Don't worry, he'll be okay."
Yeah, Nyx is almost asleep. He's like, where's Tom?
Just close your eyes.
I
And
want
you'll
to
find.
cuddle Tom.
No, Tom will be here, but for now I'll be here. Right?
Oh, okay.
And keep stroking.
Yeah.
Tom will be here shortly.
By the way, make me a retroactive reflex save.
Wait, for whom?
Me or
Ori.
Ori, if I could have caught the wine glass before he fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough. Ooh. 14?
Yeah, good enough. Here, it like almost goes wrong. There's like a little bit of wine that almost spills out, and you're like, oh. But it goes well, and there are no wine stains that you will need to pay for.
Yes. During the case of the journal being traded away, I tore up our entire carriage looking for a journal.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have found a certain bunny?
Not up to me to say.
Hmm. You know what? Roll a d20.
Why do you have an investigation check? Or are you afraid of my investigation checks?
I mean,
I
you
am an
weren't
investigator.
looking
Afraid
for
of your
it. You
investigation
weren't
checks.
looking for it. Though.
No, it would be. But I
So-
was looking for something else.
Yeah, I know. But just make me a regular d20 roll. Just
yeah,
That's
I can see
17.
that.
you spotted it.
If I hear that name, I'll just sort of like say, "It's in your bag, Nix," and head to bed.
Why would Tom be in my bag? That's weird.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. You've had a long day, and a lot to do.
And a very short day.
Ah, he's drunk. I can say anything.
Yes, of course. I do not know how drunk people work.
You know, Nix, I'm not sure if you had anyone like tuck you into bed when you were little, or take care of
And
you
a
like
bad
this.
if you were little.
A bed for all that matter. You should have. That's something you should have had. I swear, if I could turn back time or anything, could pick you up somewhere and just raise you two, I would do that. But you've grown up to be a capable warrior, making something good of your life. So, I think you worked out all for the best. Like you think so too? Yeah, you think so too. I very gently lie him on the pillow and put the cover over him.
It's just sort of watching you over the journal.
It's the last log and then looking at Elise.
Continue writing in the journal. Closing it. Early breakfast packages outside the door in the morning.
Gonna be a very early morning.
Middle of the night, hopefully.
Let's hope they don't roam in the middle of the night, shall we? Try and get some sleep too.
Already have the journal closed. We'll start taking off the worst of the armor that's going to prevent sleeping. Alright.
And we take a long rest.
Well, to say if you wake up next morning, but that's not the case.
No, kind of in the
Uh,
night, I guess.
You wake up in the middle of the night. I assume you did something to make sure you woke up in time.
Yeah.
There are no alarm clocks, but there are things for it. There's probably like a very simple alchemical item, which is just like a candle that burns for a given time, and when it reaches the bottom, it basically flares, and that's what used as a wake up clock.
Yeah. Also, amazing biological clock or something. There's plenty of things. Alice will
Fair
likely
enough.
be the first one up because she needs to re-prep alchemy stuff, and she will like have grabbed the breakfast packages inside and started doing alchemy in rooms. The smell will start to get up. There's noise coming around, so it might be a bit more of a gentle wake up until the potions are done, and then she actually starts actively waking people up.
Nix, you wake up, your wisdom is back to normal. However, unlike people being drunk, you remember everything from yesterday in vivid detail. You're not
Only the
actually
part where I was
hungover,
Right.
at least not physically.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have too much wine.
Oh, sure felt like I did.
Here, have some
Wow.
water.
Yeah, thanks.
How you feeling, buddy?
Fine, actually.
Good.
I don't know what that thing did exactly, but I think it's done.
Or at least that's wisdom damage. Speaking of which,
Right.
does it also remove my -1 on intelligence?
Yes.
All right.
Ooh,
Ready for
yeah.
next time, but since we had already had it back,
At
it
least you
seems-
made. I think it was definitely the right call, at least that you made.
also
Yeah.
sorry for slapping you.
Oh
I
no,
was
that's
kind of at my wit's end. It seemed like the only thing left to do before
Yeah.
turn.
no.
We
I
discussed
mean,
that very freaky potion, but the champ was just too small, and it would have just lasted 10 minutes.
no, yeah, no, that doesn't seem like a
So,
good idea.
you know, if we find another Alip, Alip,
Alip.
Last
Alip.
time we'll just take a
Alip.
like
Yeah.
around.
we just go around it.
ALLIP, not to be confused with Alice.
Fair enough.
Also mad, just in a different way. For next time, I
Also
do
making
have
other
a
people insane, but in a slightly different way.
I do have a restorative for next time.
Great. Let's
Now we
hope
can
it's
keep
not
going at least.
necessary.
Let's hope we don't touch our heads.
Breakfast packages. I suggest we head out as soon as possible.
I say now.
Get the armor on. And go. Also,
Wait,
all the
tell me,
tabs are paid
Tom was
off, and
in my bag. That doesn't make any sense.
I have no idea who Tom is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Shouldn't have brought it up anyway. Let's go eat.
Don't worry.
Um,
You tell me later.
it's
Let's
like
kill a vampire
look,
first.
but we'll drop it.
so the breakfast packages
Mhm.
are actually quite excellent. It
Okay.
seems to be, that hunters also sometimes go out on, like very early in the morning, or sometimes fishermen who need to work early for some reason. I don't know how it works. They contain the exact same things. They contain the exact same things, except the one for Ori is twice as big.
Ah, that's nice.
It's
Yes,
basically,
but consider it.
it is very clearly two of the packages thrown together.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they contain some, basically some bread with, let's see. Yeah, sure. They contain some bread with cheeses and meats, except the one for Nix, who contains fish in. Yeah, and like that kind of things.
Oh. All right. And we head out.
Very clearly
Yeah.
hearty start of the day packages. Yeah, you head out in the middle of the night.
Do we do the same tactic? 2 hours in, drink the potion?
Not the new one, the old one.
Yeah?
The ones that you got before.
Right.
We're off on a secret mission.
You walk a short distance through the village before you get to the path to exit it. It's strange in this village in the middle of the night. It's quite serene. There are a few street lights. There is a single guard that you can see who is still walking around and who greets you as you go. The
Nice.
only house that seems to still have light, or the only two houses that seem to still have light, is what seem to be kind of the guard barracks and the wise woman's hut.
So we're
Keep a closer eye out for ravens, bats, wolves. Basically,
Oh.
the list of vampire-associated creatures.
my head
Yeah.
is higher in the clouds. I'll look to the skies.
Just gonna
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
a look around. Yeah, just head out.
You head out. The path is a bit darker to. It's not a bit darker. It's a lot darker. It's a bit harder to find. I would all of you like me like to make me a survival check.
Take it.
All right.
It will probably be fine, but just to make sure.
The 23.
There we go.
7.
I got a 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a negative modifier.
Yes. Ori, you have been part of a nomadic tribe. You know the difference between walking at night and walking during the day, and for you, it's kind of like normal.
Mm-hmm.
At least Nix, for you, it's a bit strange, and sometimes you're like, okay, where does the path start and where does the forest end? But it seems that Ori can always help you get back on the literal right track. 2 hours in, you drink the potion.
Mhm.
And
At this point, hopefully dawn starts to break a little.
yeah, you
Something
can
like?
like it starts to get a bit lighter, and about like a few hours later, dawn actually seems to break, and you do see. You kind of start to clearly see that the path that you're now on leads to a big iron gate, and not so much through the forest, but like through the clear path ahead of you. You can see behind the gate a building rising up. A building with 5 towers. And also, I'm sorry, with a big iron gate, I mostly meant it's an iron gate, more of a portcullis, in a stone wall.
Right.
It is not actually an iron fence. It's a wall.
Right.
Garth mentions getting lost and being drawn to the castle. Did we experience any of that?
Not really. But it might be the potions who did that for you.
All right. Also, no unusual sightings of ravens, wolves.
You may make me a perception check.
Yes,
All of you.
please.
Also, getting all that. Exactly.
Better.
Nah.
22.
I got
15.
again.
I'm sorry?
Nix is just hung over. I got a 10.
Yeah.
For me, a 15.
Yeah, at least you're quite sure that there were no such creatures around. You paid close attention. You knew what you were looking for.
Right. Then this gate that we arrive at, does it extend into fencing?
No, it's inside of a wall.
It's okay. So
there is a stone wall, and then there is a gate, like an archway opening, and currently a lowered portcullis.
All right. And how far away from the portcullis to the castle would it be?
Not too far away.
In that case, essentially, guys, I'm pretty sure we are not being watched by creatures right now.
That's good.
Do we want to walk around?
Around as in around this gate?
Around as in a little bit in that direction, maybe a bit further up, and see if we can get a side entrance. Do we want to try?
If we're gonna walk around, we better be very, very sneaky about it. They might have guards.
You don't want to just try and teleport in?
That's
It's
also
too far.
It is?
It's more than 130 feet. That's as far as I'm getting right now.
Shit.
You could get us through the portcullis at least.
What would be useful is how high is the wall?
Normal wall height, not 100 feet.
But so like I don't know, 12 feet tall.
Something like that. I don't know the normal height of medieval
I don't
walls.
think 12
It's-
feet
it's-
is enough. 12 feet is not enough. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
so-
break
I mean,
your
if it's-
hands,
Yeah.
you're at 12 feet.
But it's
depends
not
on-
100 feet.
Probably like
It's gonna be
20 feet or something.
20
Alright, so let's
something like
teleport.
that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Can we see through the portcullis?
Yes.
Is there
Um,
gardens beyond there?
Is there a?
Gardens. They got
Um,
gardens, or is it a lawn?
it seems to be mostly a lawn. There is a clear path to the castle itself. There may be gardens on other places, but you're not quite sure.
The options I have, I can get us all up that wall. It's gonna take a few trips.
Mhm.
Because I can't take the both of you at the same time. So it's up, back, up. From up there, we would be able to see things. We don't
Exactly.
need the gate to open, but we're also more visible. And we could possibly walk around and see if we can find an area that has like shrubbery. So we can move closer to the castle without being spotted.
I can at least concentrate on being invisible. Can I do that? Yes, I can. So if you teleport us up there, they don't see a giant up there, at least. And before you
Oh,
go
okay.
back to get Nyx, teleport me up. I'll be invisible and teleport back to Nyx as quickly as you can. And I'll take a look and see if there's anyone there. If not, I'll drop my invisibility and call you guys back up.
How much does it cost you to teleport us through, Elise?
I
Plus
mean-
spell points?
Yeah, it's not that long a distance, so it's not that much effort. It's
Mostly time.
it takes a specially prepared pouch, and it takes a bit longer.
Does it not
because
take spell points for you?
it does.
Mm.
It does. Yeah, okay, but I mean, I can, turn it to an earth elemental barrow. It's just also a spell point.
Yeah, I think
That's
in
way
this
to get-
case, my spell points are worthless.
Wait, it's a portcullis, right?
Mhm.
So there should be a way to open it. Maybe like a lever on the
I
other
don't
side.
think you want to do that. That is like
Oh no, that makes way too much sound. That makes
You're
way-
still also very far away yet. Like you've seen it in like the distance, but you're still a good. I'm bad
And
at
there's no way
distances, but 500 feet or so away.
And there's no
we're
way
also
like to.
too far away from the portcullis.
Yeah, okay.
You're still quite far away from portcullis. Yes.
Is there
Alright.
no way to just approach it very closely and then teleport through it and hope there's no guards there?
Oh, that is absolutely a possibility. I just think that is very
You should take a
noticeable.
look
But
around.
if we're
first.
still, I thought we were closer, so I think first thing that we should do is get closer and see if it opens.
Opens. That makes a lot of noise. That is a heavy, heavy.
No.
gate.
No, not if we can open it. See if it opens.
Opens in general.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Unless we want to veer from the path and go through the woods and up the wall.
I kind of like the idea of having a look around, see if there's another way in.
Right.
Sneakier.
In that case, I say we veer into the woods.
All right.
All right. So where are you going to veer into the woods?
I think we're basically heading left from the path that we're in, trying to
Okay,
maneuver
so
a bit closer so we can keep line of sight on the wall.
yeah, right now you're not going to. I'm just gonna say it. The woods are pretty dense. If you
Oh.
go into the woods right now, you basically instantly lose track of the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Because-
Then we don't
Yeah,
do that.
basically, if we
You're still
had like
far away.
if we had like 30 feet into the woods and then follow the trajectory of where the path was, so we basically have 30 feet parallel to the path through the woods
All right.
I'm
until we
assuming
get line of
after
sight on the
some,
wall and then follow the
area-
wall for a while.
area cleared from the wall to the woods as well. Otherwise, your walls are pretty useless.
Oh, that's true.
So how far? What's the distance between the walls and the woods?
That would be Quite a bit. I'm still bad at distances.
Yeah.
30 feet, like 10 meters.
What is it?
And it's
20
less
minutes?
interesting when the walls are not guarded.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
more than 20
This-
feet.
It's probably like 100 feet or so
Yeah.
that has been cleared. It also helps that the castle, the castle itself is is kind of on top of a hill.
Mm.
And it's only now that you notice that it's not really like it is on top of a massive hill or something. But there's a very clear like inclination of you're now going up.
It doesn't matter how much clearing we have as long as there's very few guards. We have note of 6 guards.
So we
Only.
can maybe get to sleep, maybe?
We can try.
We can maybe even avoid completely. 6 guards on a single wall and inside is very little.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's have a look.
So
So we're gonna veer into the woods at a distance that we can see.
so that we can get to the tree line and just sort of follow the tree line until we can find like a piece of wall that we know is unguarded.
All right. As you get closer and closer, you do eventually you do suddenly hear a sound of the portcullis opening.
Mm,
There you go. I
Yep.
immediately turn invisible.
that's too late.
Ah,
All right. Looks like we're expected after all.
That's the door.
Let's go.
Let's venture back on the path also.
Ori, are you gonna stay invisible?
it's a concentration. Can I move and concentrate for a short amount of time?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I will for now concentrate for a short amount of time. And if we're inside and I need to take longer, then I'll just spend spell points. If I need to do something else.
Right. There is a man in very neat clothes who stands waiting in the portcullis opening. And as you approach, he nods. Good morning, lady and gentlemen. I expected there to be 2 of you. 3 of you in total, 2 gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Other compatriots, unfortunately, one of our group got
Yeah, it's
attacked by a ghost. Very nasty condition. Had to return to sleep the effect of. And that is the honest to God truth.
It is.
Make me a bluff check.
Yeah, but it's still like
My buff's not bad, I think. It's not bad. Good
can
on
you, add,
these-
can you add inspiration to this?
Yeah, I can add inspiration to anything. But I'm doing it because that's not the best roll, but it's a 19.
Hmm. Yeah. Troubling story, but that must have happened extremely recently then, because, well, I heard there would be 3 of you mere minutes ago.
Oh, the returning happened only minutes ago. You're correct. It's an after effect. He just wasn't feeling well.
I somehow doubt it. But that's alright.
Does this man look like a vampire?
Make me a perception, investigation, sense motive, or knowledge monster check.
Can I get in on this as well?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm rolling an investigation. Most definitely.
I'm not rolling anything. I'm fully focused on staying invisible.
I'm gonna make perception.
24. Not spending an inspiration.
That's a 25. I win.
You both notice that this man is absolutely human. There's nothing vampiric about him.
He's also standing in the sun, but that's still good to know. All right. So, who's waiting for us then?
Well, my master is, of course, waiting for you.
Of
But you will
course.
find that there is more company inside.
Mm.
If you could please follow me.
Um,
I'll try to
Does
follow
he
as
turn
closely as I
around?
He will
can.
turn, and walk to the front door, and kind of expect you to follow him.
uh-huh. Nix will sneakily take out one of the vials and be like, the sleep fumes? No? All right.
Make sure to have a reasonably large space between Alice and Nick's passing through the gate so that Ori can walk in between us.
In that case, Nix will take out the potion of Intensify Self.
Okay.
You don't know what it does!
Okay. Go for
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Go for it.
Nix is going to drink the potion of Intensify Self.
Next, what's your highest ability score?
Ooh. Let me check.
I think it's strength, right?
It's actually oh no, wait, if I'm small it's a toss up, but right now it's strength. Yeah.
All right, and what's it at the moment?
18.
It's gonna go to 22 for the next 10 minutes.
Damn. That is awesome.
And you just feel this very clear surge of strength coming over you.
It's like,
And it feels like you can take on the world, except for the part that has restored since last evening that says like, no, you can't. Keep down. There are stronger monsters than you out there.
awesome. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
The head butler, which is
Mhm.
what this man is,
Mhm.
heads to the front door and grabs both sides of the big, large, double wooden door, and with quite a loud sound opens it, and then goes stand at the side and signs to the entrance. Welcome to the Castle Norgrim. And that's where I would like to end the session.
Holy fuck!
He didn't see Ori.
Can we just play on for a bit longer?
Just a bit. Just a little bit.
No, we can't.
Oh. No.
All right.
Because this is a good moment to end
I
it. Because
know.
otherwise,
I
like the
know.
next good moment to end it can be hours away.
I'm fine with that.
I'm not. I have to wake up early tomorrow.
I also have to wake up early tomorrow, but I still want to play. Oh, God. Okay, fine. Fine!
Also,
You never-
I was expecting
You
this.
never continue playing when I want to play longer, so neither shall I continue when you want to. It's not
Fair
true.
enough.
Not true. Mostly it's just most often it's just personal.
Most often it's just other life
Yeah.
gets in the way.
Life.
Life and daily chores and
La
work.
la la la.
I mean,
No.
who even wants to live? It's so. Anyway.
I do. I want to see next week.
Yes!
Right. Speaking of which, we will be back next week on Sunday with more Pathfinder, with finally the Castle Norgrim, which we have anticipated for like 2 months
A
or
few
so.
sessions, yes.
Kind of funny that the trip to Iritis would have taken about a month, and it now already has taken 2 months out of game time.
I just love that. Ori seems like the least sneaky type, and he is the one sneaking in right now.
Yeah. I mean, you've got invisibility for a reason.
Yeah, especially for this kind of reasons.
Yeah. So we will be back next week, Sunday.
Yes.
I will also personally be back with some gameplay on at least on Friday, and maybe also on Tuesday and or Wednesday. I want to try out some new things and see if something clicks and or sticks.
Cool.
You got a new game in mind?
Yeah, 2 actually. I want to play some Endless Legend because that game is great and I want to get better at it.
I heard a lot about it. Yeah.
And it's it's pretty pretty obscure, I think, which is really sad because it's a really good. It's a fantasy. It's kind of like the Civilization games, but fantasy. And it's very much its own fantasy. It's not just elves and orcs and humans. It is very much really its own thing and its own world and concept, and it's really cool. And I also wanted to try out some Age of Wonders 3, which is also a fantasy. It's less like Civ, but it's more normal fantasy. And I want to see if random heroes work in that game or random leaders, because I just want to try something out. And I just want to try something out and see if it's fun to do. If people are interested in it.
Definitely.
Well, that. But of course, main course is still Pathfinder next week Sunday.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you can find some of the old episodes on YouTube, I think.
Yes. Someday they will all be up on YouTube.
Someday.
But today is not that day.
There's the beginning.
Maybe if this is on YouTube, then today could be that day. But well, some episodes are up, and there will be more.
Cool.
For now, goodbye.
See you next week.
See you next week.